Okay, so get to the dyeing part. I just use my oven rack for now until I get something. You can have, if you've got one of them closet racks, you can use that, or really you can use anything. You could just put it on the table if you want to put something under it, and then wipe it clean whenever you get done with dyeing, so that when you flip it, it doesn't. You're gonna put you're gonna lay your shirt here. You're gonna do your dye, and it's gonna drip some. So you don't want your drips to get on the other side, or something to get, like, you got your yellow section. You don't want something to touch. You want your sections to be clean of their color. So you gotta be careful of that. Anyway, what I like to do is I like to look through here and try to find where the top is. See, like you got your tag, you can see the seam. Sometimes you can just look for the tag. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but it does wrap around, so it may not even matter. But I like to at least try to locate the top if I have a specific color that I want to be on the top. If you want to be just surprised how it turns out, then you don't even have to do that. But I'm going to take a guess here. This looks like more of the neck over here, so I'm going to start with my red over here. Get my colors all ready. You want to be careful if you get any of this dye on you, because these bottles drip. They're terrible. You want to be careful to not get it on the other space that you don't want that color in. Anyway, so you're just gonna start going around here. I want my red over here. I'm gonna do my little triangle, my little pie piece right here. You don't want to get too close to the center, too close to the other line, because unless you don't care if your colors mingle and mix. But if you have specifically don't want your, let's see, if you specifically don't want your, you want to, it just depends on whether you want them to mix or if you want to make sure they don't. Just be careful of that. Get them down in, kind of down in those. Don't use up all your dye, because you got to do the other side. And when you do the other side, you got to do it in the same order, so that, unless you don't want them to be in the order. I'm not a good explainer. You'll just have to watch me do it, I guess. Oh, there's my red. On here, my orange. This is a good auburn orange right here, but I won't have enough left, I don't think. We'll see. I already probably got too much into this side that I kind of didn't want, but I'm gonna try to scoot this green over a little bit so it doesn't touch too much into the yellow. You want to make sure it's saturated, but not too saturated. That sounds crazy. I don't know how to explain. You just don't want to. You'll have to experiment with your shirt, how much you want it to bleed or not bleed, how much white you want. Get in between these little spaces and make sure that there's color in there, because it's folded up, sometimes it won't go through there and get all the way in, and you might have more white on your shirt than you want. I like to have a lot of white in between, but you'll have to see what you like. You kind of want to put more color on the back than you do on the inside because the shirt's bigger out here, and also makes for a good spiral to have. You'll just have to see, I guess. We'll experiment. I'm trying to remember what other people said, like on YouTube, that give these instructions. And then I can't really remember how to say what they said, so never mind. Just watch. We'll see how it does. If you have specific issues, you can always look them up and see what the pros have to say about it. I just usually just do it, and then however they come out is how they come out. Y'all seen how they came out. Most people have liked how they came out. I didn't particularly like the way that last red, white, and blue one turned out. I wanted a big spiral of red and a big spiral of blue, and it came out in a whole bunch of skinny ones. I don't know how that happened. That could be because of not getting down in between these, like I was saying. It had too much white, probably. Alright, so that's all the colors. If you do get it too saturated, you might want to squeeze it out a little bit. I can give it a second before I flip it. Try to make sure you don't have any, wipe your hands. Make sure you don't, if you have any color on here, you go grab it, you're going to be putting dye in a place you don't want it. Try to be careful of that. And then I try to just grab it by the rubber band, just in case I have anything on me. And you usually be able to tell what color is on the other side. I'll make sure I don't have any dye on this rack right here. See, there's a little green right there. I think that's good. You can tell, like you can see. So you can see like there's yellow, this part's yellow, this is going to be the orange, the red. You can see where the colors are from the other side. So just do the same thing. Like here's my red, so I'm going to go over here. Make sure I do red over here. Make sure I hope my head didn't get in that front of the camera. If I'm blocking, sorry, I'm trying to look at how to do the thing. I can't worry about the camera at the same time. I hope my auburn one turns out good when I do the orange over there. didn't get very much in the center at all. I'm gonna have a big white there. All right, let's see, green. Might have a little excessive green there in the middle. You can put more or less depending on how you want the shirt to come out, but you really have to try it a few times and see. Once you see how this process works, you'll know better how you want to do it, and you might want to do a couple different ways so that you have shirts that aren't all the same, you know. Look at that purple. People like the purple. I think people really like the pink and the light blue. I'll be doing another one with that, but I probably won't make a video. If you want, you could go back, kind of go back and fill in some of the, as you look, you can see that there's maybe a little bit less color than you want in some spots. Flip it back over and go back to the other side, maybe fill in some areas on the other side. I'm gonna got a couple of drips there. I don't want to get on anything. Flip this back over. Oh, I got a little color right there. Oh man. What that's about. Something going on with this purple right here. I don't know what that is. I don't know what happened right there. Something was on the grill. Well, if my customer doesn't like that, I'll have to see if I can make another one or something. I don't know. But let's see. I'm going to put a little bit. There's a lot of white there in the middle. I'm going to try to see some red right there. A little bit of orange right there. It can be time consuming, but it's fun and cool. I like it. Really like the surprise of seeing how it comes out at the end when you pick it up. Alright, that's it. So, when you get done with this, you're going to put it in a plastic bag, wrap it up, and let it sit overnight. So, part 2 of this video will be the reveal at the end. So, that's it. That's how you set up for the spiral. When this comes out, it's going to be a bunch of swirlies in the rainbow colors. So, stay tuned for part 2.